Welcome back from the break. I just want to remind you about something that I think you're already starting to get a sense of, is that no matter how big a feeling seems, no matter how long you've had that problem, you may have had a certain feeling about something since you were 3 years old. No matter how long it is, no matter how big it seems, it's only a feeling. If you just remember that one thing, it will help you really start to open up, let the feelings up, and let them go. Also, another important thing to remember is that as you start the releasing process, sometimes what that will do, because you're not suppressing as much as you were before, it's going to allow feelings to come to the surface. This is a normal part of the process. If all of a sudden you think you're having more feelings than you were before, that's not true. Those feelings are always there. It's just that you are doing a great job of keeping them suppressed. So as you start to unsuppress, as you start to release, more feelings you might become aware of many more feelings than you were aware of before. This is not a step backwards. This is definitely a step forwards, because if you're not aware of them, that doesn't mean they're not affecting your life. As I mentioned earlier, we very often are so good at suppressing, we don't realize we have been suppressing until it's too late. It's taken a physical toll, we've made a mistake, we've blown up. But here, as you become aware of the feelings, you're allowing them to come up and you start letting them go, the results you'll see will be absolutely wonderful. The next release sheet we'll be working on is the success release sheet. So if you would get out your workbook, if you don't have it out, and turn to the page in your workbook that says success at the top of it. Now, success is a very broad topic. When I talk about success, very often the first thing we think about is success in business. But that's not the only thing I'm referring to. You could want to be successful in a relationship, successful as a parent. When we talk about, we're a very success-oriented society. We're always trying to succeed at everything we do, and sometimes we feel like we succeed, and sometimes we feel like we don't. So it can be quite a charged topic for all of us. So before we move forward and work on this sheet, what I'd like you all to do, you here in the live seminar and also those of you at home, is spend a moment thinking of a specific area where you would like to become more successful. And that's what we'll focus on in this next section of the course. So just take a moment or two and find a specific area where you would like to become more successful. Okay, now this sheet is very similar to the sheets we've worked on so far. You'll notice there are two columns. One column says, what is my now feeling about succeeding in this area, and what is my now feeling about failing? Now very often we'll look at one side or the other, and what we'll be doing here is we'll be looking at both sides. Our feelings about failing and our feelings about succeeding. When you release on both, you're opening up the space within yourself to really be solidly successful in whatever area that you choose. So who has a situation that you'd like to work on? And we'll just jump right in. And remember, those of you who are watching on videotape, remember to join in and do your best to work as I'm working with others. Cheryl.
The topic is dealing with feelings, and I know sometimes I can have something happen and whatever the feeling is immediately changes my mood or my attitude towards what's going on. Mm-hmm. And it's like I don't have any control over it at all. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to be more successful in dealing with that.
All right. So what you're now feeling about succeeding in dealing with your feelings?
I want it.
You want it? Okay, write that down. And what is that? What kind of feeling is that? Apathy, grief, fear, lust, anger?
Lust.
Lust? Okay, write down lust. All right, now just allow yourself to feel that lust feeling. Okay. Could you let it go?
I could.
Would you?
I would.
When?
No.
Okay. Now look, see if there's any more of that lust feeling. Just allow yourself to feel the remaining lust, that wanting to get it right.
Definitely not as strong.
Okay, but you do feel some, right? Now just allow yourself to feel the lust feeling. Could you let it go?
Yes, I could.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
I get confused. It's like I get ahead of myself or
Right.
behind or something.
Right. You start to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, as soon as you get out of as soon as you go from here to here, you just release very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's almost like wanting to follow along with your words.
Uh-huh.
So, okay.
Okay. Well, look at it again. How do you feel now about succeeding handling your feelings? Is there still some lust there? What did you let?
I still want it a little bit, yeah.
All right, there's still some lust. All right, so just allow yourself to feel the remaining lust feeling.
Okay.
Could you
Okay,
let
by
it
the
go?
way.
I know, as soon as you spelled it, you let go of some of it. There goes some more.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now just allow yourself to feel whatever's left of the lust.
I don't find it.
You may have just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give yourself a check in the let go column.
Okay.
Now, how do you feel about it now? Do you feel good, or is there another feeling there? When you think of succeeding?
I think there's a little bit of fear
Fear?
about
Okay.
not succeeding. But
All right, about not succeeding, you said?
Mhm.
All right, so write that down, fear. Okay. And just allow yourself to feel the fear feeling. Can you feel it?
Mhm.
All right. Could you allow yourself to let it go?
Yes, I could.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
No.
Okay. Now feel the remaining fear. Just feel whatever's left of that fear feeling.
Okay.
Okay. Now could you let it go?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
No.
Okay, how is it now?
That's better.
It's better? Is it still a little?
Yeah, I think I still want it a little bit.
Okay. So it's still a little there. So just allow yourself to feel it, whatever's left. And could you let it go?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
No.
Good. I think that's a two-checker.
Yeah, that's good.
Good. Now, how do you feel about failing at control, at being master of your feelings?
It's like an anxiousness. I don't know whether that's fear or what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well,
'Cause it's so controlling.
yeah. So where would it fit the best? The anxious feeling.
Probably fear.
All right.
Okay.
So now just allow yourself to feel that anxious fear feeling.
It wants to go away as soon as I start thinking about it. Trying to get it there.
Uh-huh. Well, I think you're letting some of it go.
Mm-hmm.
So just see what's left. Just allow yourself to feel the remaining fear. Can you feel it?
Yeah, I can feel it.
All right. Could you let it go?
Yes.
Would you let it go?
Yes.
When would you let it go?
No.
Okay, how is it now?
It's much better.
Much better.
Mhm.
Great, but there's still a little left, isn't there?
I think so.
All right, so just allow yourself to feel that remaining fear. Can you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, could you let it go?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
I just did.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Did you let it all go?
I think so.
Good. Do you feel good now about it?
Yeah, I feel much calmer about it.
All right, 2 more checks. I think that's enough to get you started. Then you can keep going on your own, and I'll go on to someone else.
Okay.
All right?
Thank
And
you.
remember to keep releasing as I'm working with others. So who else would like to work on the success sheet? Yes, Craig.
I'd like to become more successful at managing my time.
Mm-hmm.
I just turned 40, and I just seem to have more things to do in my life than I've ever had. And sometimes it's just overwhelming, and I don't even know where to start. And I'm always feeling like I'm not getting enough done, or distracted, and just brings up all kinds of heavy feelings.
Yeah, it sounds like a bunch. So let's focus on the success side first. How do you feel about succeeding at managing your time?
I get a powerless kind of feeling. Just
Powerless?
what's the use?
Right. And where is that on the chart?
That's apathy.
Apathy. All right, so just allow yourself to feel that apathy feeling. Can you feel it?
I think it left.
I think you let it go. Well, again, you don't have to wait for us to ask you the questions. Remember, we're working ourselves out of a job, not into one.
Well, I hate that feeling so much. I mean, I guess I'm angry because I feel that way so much.
Right, so that maybe that's the next feeling. So just feel the anger. There goes the anger. You're going to work me out of a job real fast. You know, look at that again and see if there's any more of the anger left.
No, I was feeling kind of sad about it all now. Just
Okay, so there's some grief coming up?
yeah, that I stay in that so much of my time.
All right, so that's a grief feeling.
Yeah.
All right, so just allow yourself
Loss.
just allow yourself to feel it. Could you allow that feeling of grief to release? Could you?
I could, but
Would you?
I don't know.
I'm going to ask you when anyway. When?
I don't want to hold on to that.
Yeah, but you let go of some anyway. Yeah, you start to think about it. Lester has an expression, Lester Levinson, the founder of the Sedona method, has an expression, thinking is stinking. Because we use thinking a lot to hold ourselves back. So how do you feel now when you think of...
feeling some of the grief.
All right, so just allow yourself to feel the grief. Now, could you allow it to release?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Okay, how does it feel now?
It feels clear.
Feels clear? Okay. I give yourself a few checks. We haven't been stopping for checks.
Okay.
Okay, now how do you feel about failing in managing your time?
I don't know, that kind of brings up some anger.
Anger?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I use anger to push myself.
Okay. So do you feel the anger right now? Can you feel it? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Could you allow the anger to release? Could you?
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Okay. So just feel the anger again. Just feel the remaining anger.
Pretty light.
I mean, it's still a little, though. There it goes.
Okay.
All right, I'll let it all go if you insist. Now, guys, if you want to hold on to a feeling, don't let me stand in your way. But look, all we're doing here is giving you a choice. Before you take this class, before you learn how to release, you don't always have a choice. Yes, occasionally you will let go of a feeling, by accident usually. You don't really have a choice about it. All we're doing here is helping you get in touch with the fact that you always have a choice about how you feel. So you always have the choice to either let go or hold on. And the more you let go, the better you'll feel. So how does it feel now?
It's a relief. It's nice to have a choice.
Right. Okay. So how does it feel, how do you feel now, though, about failing at managing your time?
It's okay.
Okay. So, some more checks then. You think you can keep going on your own?
I don't know. I like it when you're helping me.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Well, it might seem that at first.
I think so.
Okay, yeah, you keep going on your own because you're doing fine, Craig.
Thanks.
So who else? Anyone else want to work on becoming more successful? Dave.
Yeah, I always felt that I was a fairly well-adjusted type of a person until it came to the point where I lost a considerable sum of money.
Mm.
So now I'm concerned about financial success and maintaining that success. I think I have a fear that it would happen again. And I think that's become a hang-up.
Right. Okay, so what was the topic you picked? Financial success?
Yes.
All right. So what is your feeling about succeeding at being more financially successful?
Well, I love the idea.
Right.
I love the opportunities that it can give one, but at the same time, I guess I have this concern, this
All right,
fear.
the concern is what's holding it back.
Yeah.
So just allow yourself to become aware of the concern. Just allow yourself to feel it. And where would you put that on the chart? Is it an apathy, a grief, a fear, lust, anger? What is it?
In fear.
In fear? Okay, so just allow yourself to feel that fear feeling.
Okay.
Could you let it go?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. I would like to.
When? Was that a now? I didn't hear.
That's a now.
Okay, good.
That's a now.
All right, good. And how do you feel now about succeeding financially?
Well, it's still something. There's still a lust involved there that, yes, you do want, but again, I think there's still some of that fear that's residual as a result.
All right, so what are you more aware of, the lust or the fear?
Probably more the lust.
Okay. So now just allow yourself to feel the lust.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, it feels better than fear.
Hot here.
That's lust, all right. So just allow yourself to feel what, you let go of some of it, but just let yourself feel the rest of the lust.
Okay.
Okay. Now, could you allow yourself to let it go? Could you? Could you?
But I don't want to.
I know. I'm going to go through the questions anyway. Would you? When?
Boy, that's tough.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
By the way, I just want to say something about lust that might make it easier. A lot of people get very confused about lust because lust, we think that lust is having, but it's the opposite. Lust is wanting. And wanting and having don't coexist. When we're wanting something, do you want to be Dave?
No, I am.
Right. So we don't go running around wanting to be who we are. However, when we're lusting after something, we're actually holding it away. Lust is a feeling of lack. So that's why we do also release the lust. Some people have a very positive association with lust. You might wonder, why would anyone want to let go of it? It feels good. Because when we're lusting after something, it's actually holding it away. I'll give you an example. I have a friend who I've known for a really long time. He's Mr. Deal. He's always on the edge. I can just feel it. I'm just this close. Except he always is this close. He never gets there because he never lets go of the lust. He's perpetually in lust. You've all probably met people like that. Very often, salespeople are like that. Oh, I can feel it. This is the big deal. And they never make it. Why don't they make it? Because they're holding on to the lust. It keeps them going and going and going, but they miss the goal. So wouldn't you rather just have the goal instead of the lust?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
So that's what we're letting go of, that sense of wanting. Not having. Having is terrific. Wanting gets in the way.
Okay.
Okay? Good.
Yeah.
So now look at it again. See if you can feel any more of the lust.
A little bit.
All right, so just allow yourself to feel it. Could you let it go?
Uh-huh.
Would you?
Yeah.
When?
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess do you feel good now about it?
Yeah, I do.
All right, couple of
Yeah.
checks then.
Good.
Now how do you feel about failing at being financially successful?
Fearful.
Fearful. All right, now just allow yourself to feel the fear. Remember, it's just a feeling. Can you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could you allow yourself to let it go?
Yes. Yep.
Would you?
That I would like to do, yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Okay, good. All right, now feel the remaining fear. Feel whatever's left of the fear.
Okay.
Could you allow it to release?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
Now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
How does it feel now, Dave?
Better.
Better?
Lighter.
Lighter?
Much lighter.
Okay, just check. See if there's any other feeling now about failing.
I think there's still some there.
All right, well,
Having experienced it, why you
Absolutely.
stirs up those old feelings.
Okay. Now just allow yourself to feel it. What is the feeling that's there? Is it still a fear or is there another feeling?
Probably a fear.
Okay, so just allow yourself to feel that remaining fear. Remember, it's only a feeling.
Okay.
There he goes again, not waiting for the questions.
We'll do you out of a job.
All right, fine. Okay, did you let some of it go?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you let go of more of it?
Probably could.
When?
Now. Okay.
Okay. How does it feel now?
Much better.
Much better?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say that's a gain from where you started out?
Definitely.
Great.
Definitely.
Now again, I just got you started. I'll let you just keep going on your own. because I know you can do it.
Okay.
And make sure to write down your game, too, in your
I
games
will.
book.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Now, what we can do now is let's work with you at home. And those of you who I haven't had a chance to work with, you can work as I'm working with the home viewer. So now, if you've already started on a particular topic, that's okay. Now just see what your now feeling is about that topic. And just allow yourself to become aware of your now feeling, whatever it is. And remember to use the chart to trace it to the underlying emotion, the apathy, the fear, the lust, the anger, the pride, whatever it is. Just allow yourself to feel it. And take a moment and jot down what feeling it is. Could you allow that feeling to release? Would you? When? Focus on that feeling again. Just allow yourself to feel that remaining feeling. Could you let it go? Would you? When? Now feel that feeling one more time. Just allow yourself to feel it. Could you allow yourself to let it go? Would you allow yourself to let it go? When? Now, if you've let go of that feeling, give yourself a check in the let go column. But let's continue. Focus again on how you feel about succeeding in that area. And just allow yourself to feel your now feeling about it. Could you allow it to release? Would you? When? Now just allow yourself to feel the remainder of that feeling. Just allow yourself to feel the remaining feeling. Could you let it go? Would you? When? Now again, just allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling in the moment. Just allow yourself to feel your now feeling. Could you allow yourself to let it go? Would you allow yourself to let it go? When? Now, if you've let it go completely, give yourself a check in the let go column. And if you're starting to feel good now about succeeding in that area, give yourself a check in the feel good column. Now let's move on to the other side. Now if you need to pause the tape for a moment to continue working on this side, go right ahead before we move on. But now let's look at how you feel about failing in that particular, on that particular subject or in that particular area. Now just allow yourself to feel your now feeling. And then check to see if it's an apathy, a grief, a fear, a lust, an anger, or a pride. Now as you're allowing yourself to feel it, see if you can just decide to let it go. Would you let it go? When? Now just allow yourself to feel that feeling again, whatever that feeling is. Just allow yourself to feel it. Could you allow it to release? Would you? When? Now just allow yourself to feel you're now feeling, whatever you're feeling in the moment. And could you allow yourself to let it go? Would you? When? Now, if you've let go of that feeling, give yourself a check in the let go column. And look again and see how you feel about failing in that particular area. Just allow yourself to feel you're now feeling about it. And again, identify which underlying emotion it's coming from. Could you allow it to release? Would you? When? Now feel the remainder of that now feeling. Just allow yourself to feel the remainder of that now feeling. Could you let it go? Would you? When? Take one more look inside and just allow yourself to feel you're now feeling, whatever it is in the moment. Could you allow yourself to let it go? Would you allow yourself to let it go? When? Now, if you've let it go completely, give yourself a check in the let go column. And if you're feeling good about it now, give yourself a check in the feeling good column. Now, I strongly urge you to continue working on this sheet. Pause the tape and spend as much time as you need to really feel complete about that particular topic. Before we move on to the next thing we're going to cover, is there anything anyone wanted to bring up? Yes, Rodney.
Question.
Yeah.
I've noticed I've been experiencing some fatigue, and I'm a very high energy person, and I never get tired or fatigued. As I've been going through this continual releasing technique, it seems to be making me be tired in a very underlying way.
Right.
Is that a common phenomenon, or is that something you haven't seen before?
Okay. Well, what's the feeling behind the question?
Feeling behind the question is just wanting to know why I'm feeling more tired than I would expect to feel just sitting here and relaxing in a nice soft chair all day.
Right. Okay, so there's a wanting to know.
Yes.
Okay.
A desire to have an answer.
Okay, that desire, was that an apathy, a fear, a lust, anger?
Well, it's probably, I guess, talking about fatigue, so it's probably coming out of the apathy area.
Well, it could be, but
Or
just...
it could be lust, too.
Okay, well, which are you more in touch with, that lust to know or the apathy right now?
I'd say more of lust.
All right, so just allow yourself to feel the lust feeling.
Okay, that's easy.
Okay, could you let it go? Could you?
Yes, I could.
Would you?
Yes.
When?
No.
All right, see if there's any more of that lust to know.
It's diminished.
It's diminished, but there's still some.
A little bit.
Okay. And could you just allow yourself to feel it? Okay. Could you let it go?
Yes.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
When?
No.
Okay, how does it feel now?
feel quite as tired.
You don't feel quite as tired either. Walk you right up.
Feels better.
It feels better. Okay. Now, see, we did something there. Very often, when you ask a question, there's a feeling behind it. When you release the feeling, you'll start to get your own answer, and you actually kind of did. But I'll kind of point it out to you. It might not be that obvious. What happens sometimes when we're dealing with feelings, we get to a point, we've released a bunch, and then we say, oh, that's enough, and we start pushing it back down. And that can be exhausting when you start to push the feelings back down. So all we did is we released twice on the lust, and you started to wake up. So that's a roundabout way of answering the question. But more importantly, if you're willing to release even on the wanting to know that's coming up as you're sitting here, you'll not only get your own answer, but you'll feel better. Okay?
Yeah.
Good.
I do feel a little more energy here.
Terrific. Okay, I would write that down in your gains book.